10 things that are essential for winter camping. It's cold out, it's snowy, it's rainy, it's wet, and it's easy to get stuck. So we're gonna get you rolling so you're comfortable, you're confident, and you're safe. So let's get rolling with number 1, and that is tires. Tires are super important. Before we get loading your truck full of stuff, let's get you safe with some tires that actually have grip in the snow. I mean, probably half of you are running something that's pretty bald anyways, if you're like me and you just let them ride, but yeah, you want something with some tread on it, something that you can air down low and get that flotation in the snow, and especially you want at least M&S, which, I mean, all of you have M&S tires, I know that. If it has a snowflake, even better, especially on the street. In the deep stuff, doesn't matter as much, but on the street, the snowflake tires really do make a big difference in grip because they're actually tested. And then, yeah, the more clearance, the better. So bigger tires, baby. Let's get bigger tires. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Let's go. So number 2 on our list is some sort of dry storage. Something like this Rux bag, which is sick because they're collapsible. You pop them up and you have a waterproof container. They have tons of extra accessories too. You can strap them down, you can tie them down to your roof rack or whatever. And then they have little dividers and all sorts of different accessories. They're sick. But the goal is basically to just keep your stuff warm and dry, because if you're out there in the cold elements and then you put on a soggy hoodie or a soggy toque or something like that, you're gonna get hypothermia. That's just the way it works. So you need to keep your stuff dry, and something like this is the perfect way to do that. So speaking of keeping your clothes dry, something you really need, number 3 on our list, is warm clothes. Something like this. These gloves, this jacket, the toque, something that'll keep you warm and dry. When it's raining and snowing and things are just getting sloppy, you need to stay dry and warm. You want to make sure that, I mean, what else is there to say? You just need to stay warm. So get warm clothes, easy. This nice Overland Outfitters surface jacket. Ooh. All right, next thing. Wish all this stuff came off as easy as it went on. Warm and dry. Number 4 on our list is some way to get recovered, like straps and shackles. Basically, you want to be able to tug yourself out, something that is kinetic, like this Max Trax kinetic rope, or Freedom Recovery, or one of the bajillion other brands that are out there that do shackles like this and kinetic ropes, so you get that stretch, because you really need that when you're stuck in the snow, because there's such little grip. You can't just pull your way out static. You gotta get that oomph. So the kinetic ropes, they stretch and then they like give you that extra little pop to get out of the snow, and that's what these will do for you. Of course, to use these, you need 2 vehicles, but I'm hoping that a lot of time when you're going out into actually deep snow, you have at least 2 vehicles. So you should be able to recover yourself with this. Of course, with that, you need good recovery points, all that kind of stuff, but straps and shackles is a bare minimum as far as recovery equipment goes. So number 5 on our list is something for if you do go out by yourself and you want to get unstuck, recovery boards. These are Max Trax. Max Trax are the best, they're the originals, but regardless, you need something that will get you back on top of the snow. Basically, like as soon as your wheels start spinning and all that stuff, it either refreezes or just gets super compact and you have no traction. These will give you traction, plus they'll pop you back up onto the top. Instead of just getting sucked deeper and deeper into the snow, get you back on top. It has just enough space to give you enough momentum that you can get rolling again, and they'll get you moving. So even if you are with somebody else and you're trying to get pulled out and you're just getting pulled deeper, these will help you. So they're definitely super important and very essential for snow wheeling. Honestly, I never even use these things the rest of the year, but in the snow, I use them all the time. So yeah, on to number 6. So number 6 on our list is fuel. If you get stuck out there because you ran out of fuel, that's just embarrassing, dog. Regardless, when you're trying to plow through snow and you're just backing out, forward, back, forward, and you're just burning so much more fuel, plus you're leaving your vehicle running all the time because you want to keep warm. And then, this actually happened to some friends of mine, They went out and they camped, and overnight it dumped like 3 feet of snow, and they were super stuck, and they ran out of fuel trying to get back out. So I would highly, highly recommend bringing some extra fuel with you. Even if it's just a one-night thing, you just want to make sure that you're going to be safe and that you'll be able to get home. And little secret for you, some of you might know this already, but gas is really good for starting fires. And fires happens to be number 7 on our list. You need to be able to start a fire. Something that'll light a fire consistently and easily, especially if it's wet. Something to chop up some wood, something like a saw, an axe, anything like that to keep you warm. Or if you're lazy like me, you can just use a chainsaw, something like this. I don't know why I'm holding this nasty bar with my hand, but you get the point. You want to be able to light a fire, and to do that you need fuel, not just gasoline fuel, but wood fuel. So super important to have, especially if you're going out overnight or a couple nights or whatever. You need to have a fire, you need a way to get firewood. So yeah. So number 8 on our list is maybe a little bit boring, but it's lights. You need something that will keep you illuminated, whether it's mounted to your truck, mounted to your head, or it's like a flashlight, anything else. You need to be able to see, because the thing is, especially up here in Canada, it gets really dark really early in the evening, and it stays dark super late in the morning. So you just want to make sure that you can see what you're doing so you don't chop your foot off with one of these things or anything else. You just need to be able to do stuff, and it gets dark. So light is really important. So number 9 on our list is a winch, and that is because, thanks boy. That is because if you actually get properly stuck and you can't get out with the max traction no matter how hard you try, you don't have a buddy, or your buddy doesn't have traction either, or you're all stuck, which happens sometimes, you need something that you can for sure 100% pull yourself with, and a winch is always going to do the trick. It's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. You can winch yourself to another friend, or you can winch to a tree. Whatever you got to do, a winch will get you out until you run out of fuel or anything else like that. But because you already have fuel, you're good to go. So a winch is a great way to get out. Yeah, very essential for sure. So number 10 on this list is actually super important. It's when everything else here fails. You can't get winched out. You've run out of fuel. You're starting to get cold, everything else, and that is communication. Something like this inReach. This, I know it sounds lame, but having communications is so super important. Actually, our friends I was telling you about that got stuck way out in the snow, this is actually how they were able to contact somebody to bring fuel and meet them in the middle of the road, because they had run out and they were stuck in the snow, and this is the only thing that actually saved them. So you need to make sure that you can get in touch with somebody on the outside that can come and get you or bring you this stuff because you didn't bring it yourself. Yeah, it's just super important. I know it's kind of lame. It's like, it's a serious thing. You need to be able to talk to somebody, especially if you're going out for a couple nights. You don't know what's going to happen. This is the only for sure thing that will get you home safe. And yeah. I think that this is definitely justified as the most important thing on this list. But, you know, you don't want to have to use it, so all this other stuff is what's going to get you out there having fun before you get to this point. But yeah, anyway, so that's our entire list from 1 to 10 in no really particular order. But yeah, if you think that we forgot something or there's something on your own personal list, definitely let us know in the comments below. Or if you think we nailed it, still comment, because all those comments, likes, subscribes, all that stuff actually super duper helps us. And we love to see it. It motivates us. It makes us want to make more videos. We'll link all this stuff in the description below. So if you're interested in any of it, check it out. I hope to see you out on the trails, or if not there, in the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.